Hi guys. I know it's been nearly probably 5 days since I last talked to you. Um, just to give you a bit of an update, there's some good news. I had to fight for this though. The or sorry, my landlord is through an estate agents who do the management kind of side of it. I used to rent out a house years ago. I did live in it and I had to leave because of a bad neighbor. So this sort of thing keeps happening. Um, so I was selling it, but at the time I had too much left in the mortgage, so I had to rent it out for a few years. And I went through an estate company as well, or estate agent company as well. So it's nearly like you have to deal with two people because thankfully I have the actual landlord's number. I don't know how I got that number, but I think he gave it to me actually one time. So the guy who runs the estate agents, who owns the estate agents, and it's his business, is away on holiday with his family, I think in Germany or something. But I'm sorry, I'm sorry this problem is, interrupting your holiday, but it still needs to be done. Um, so, uh, Basically what happened was I got an email, I think on Tuesday, from the guy who owns the estate agent saying that he was on holiday. He was going to meet with the guy next week who was causing the problems, and he's been talked to. The guy says it's not going to happen again, and I'm like, no, that's not good enough. He had told me only like 15 minutes before that whole incident happened with me having to throw those people out, and the guy jumping over the wall and all that sort of thing. Um, my landlord had said that he wanted the guy out of the apartment, and then I'm being told, oh no, he's being given a second chance. So I then asked the actual landlord of my place and his place to ring me. It got a little heated because I reminded him of how traumatic the weekend was, and how I'm still, as you can see, in my parents' house. I did go back now on. I went back. I think was it yesterday? Yesterday I left work early purposely to avoid him, and also that the estate agents would be open should he approach me. Um, so I left work early. Went back to get a few more things. Was very quiet in case he was about. I didn't want him to hear me coming back. Thankfully he wasn't there. So I managed to get a few things, managed to wash my hair, as you can see, and makeup's on. I was at work today. Do you know what? I'm actually quite proud of myself. I have turned up to work every single day this week on time. I've told a few people of what's happening, but I have not let that guy, interrupt my day-to-day lifestyle. So I think with the stress that I've been under, I think I've done quite well. To just, keep going as normal. Work's also a very good distraction from all that as well. So yeah, I went back, got a few more things, left quietly. Everything's still fine. No one's tried to do anything to my windows or anything. I was fearing that. But yeah, so the good news is that the landlord, after hearing me give him even more details about what happened on Saturday, definitely promised me that he would be told to leave, and he has been served a notice to quit. I don't know if that's the same here as in America, but basically it means that you are being told to leave the property within 28 days. So that's good news. The only thing is, I don't know how he's reacted to that. I think he only might have received that today because it has to be legally posted to them. So yeah, he's probably found out tonight. So uh, I don't know how this is going to go, guys. So I have asked the agency to phone me tomorrow to let me know how he reacts, because then I can gauge if it's safe for me to go back yet or stay away. I had a conversation with my boyfriend tonight, and I said, look, as my parents are still away on holiday, they'll be back on Saturday, and we can't have everyone living here. It's just it's too many people. My brother's still living here before he moves into his house. So I would have to go into a spare room that basically is not used anymore. And I just, I think it would just be too much hassle. I'd also miss my, kind of creature comforts living alone and, then suddenly having to share a house with like 3 other people and go back to being a child again. So I spoke to my boyfriend and I said, look, because we do live apart and we do like that at the minute. We don't want to move in together yet. We're not ready for that. But he's extremely understanding. And I said, look, I don't know what's going to happen tomorrow. And if it's bad and if he goes mad or he's really angry, I just don't know if I can go back after the weekend. I don't know how I'm going to feel. So I asked him, would he mind getting his key cut? And then if I don't feel safe enough to go back, that I can maybe go to his. My brother works away a few days a week. So, I could come back here when he's not here, just trying to mix it up a bit. I'm trying to think of the worst case scenario and how to prepare for that. Because I'm sure he's going to be shocked when he finds out that he's only just moved in and he has to move out again. But I'm sorry, that's not my problem. You shouldn't have caused all the problems that you did. Everything you did was completely unacceptable. And who the hell do you think you are, treating businesses that were affected, long-time residents that were affected? You brought this on yourself, and I really have no remorse. I have no guilt for pushing this. It was just so disgusting. You shouldn't have to be told that you don't act like that. You are, a guy who has a job. You're in your, late 20s. You're not a teenager anymore. You're not a child. So stop acting like one. So he had his chance and he blew it. If I had acted that way, I would not be at all surprised to be told that my landlord wants me out. So maybe he can just grow a set of balls and accept his punishment, and this can be a lesson for the next time. So it kind of sucks that I know that there's going to be 4 weeks until this guy leaves. Hopefully he may just cut his losses and leave before that. That's an optimist point of view. I don't think he's going to do that, but I know that his parents live in the area, so hopefully he'll just maybe go back there, but I don't know. But he will certainly be up shit creek without a paddle if he tries anything within these 4 weeks before he has to go. That's definitely him cursed for the rest of his life if he tries to rent somewhere else. So all these things literally have been going through my head continuously since it all, kicked off at the start of the week, with trying to get this process moved along as fast as possible. So, and I feel bad for my landlord because, that apartment was lying vacant over Christmas, which is a very expensive time. But, there's plenty of people who want a city centre apartment, and I'm sure we can find someone more suitable than that prick. So, and the landlord's also worried about his property and how, damaged it is or whatever. I mean, he's obviously doesn't give a shit about it if he's smoking in there and letting his friends smoke in there and jump over walls and all that sort of thing. So yeah, in my eyes, I fought for this. I'm absolutely exhausted from fighting. I'm so emotionally and physically drained. I managed to have a bath last night and just, my shoulders were up here. They were so tense. So it was just nice over the last few days to relax. I'm on my own again. My brother's gone to the UK for a few days, mainland UK, to do his work, and then my mum and dad are back on Saturday, and I don't think it's ideal that I would be here when they come back. So Saturdays I'm with my boyfriend Johnny anyway. Sunday I don't know how I'm going to feel. It depends on what I hear from the estate agents tomorrow and how this guy has reacted to being told he has to leave. So yeah, it has been a whole week of questions. Has this been done yet? Why have you changed your mind? This is serious. I'm afraid to go back there, blah, 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 blah. It was helpful when I went back yesterday to see that everything was fine, and Johnny got me this lovely big teddy for Valentine's Day, and I named him Percy. I don't know why I called him Percy, but it was the first name that came into my head when I saw him. And I know this sounds so stupid, but I just grabbed him off the bed and gave him the biggest hug for so long. I just haven't had a hug um, in all of this week when I really just do need a hug. Um, yeah, I just really need a big, big hug, and for someone to tell me that it's all going to be okay. Um, I know in my head that the worst is over. I know that, but when you have to fight, um, when you have to fight and you feel so alone, um, this is when I wish that me and Johnny did live together, because I wouldn't have to go through this alone, but I just feel like I do, so. I'm not crying because I'm sad, I'm just crying because it's just been a hard week. It's been a hard week, and, you know, it takes its toll. You know, I'm having to go to work every day and put on a happy face, and, you know, I'm living out of the tiniest suitcase at the minute, so, yeah. I could do with a really big hug. So, yeah. Guys, just if you're watching this, and, you know, tomorrow will be Friday, it'll be a week since he had that house party, which I didn't mind about because that was Friday night, and that he left at around 11 with his friends. It was the Saturday that was just absolutely shambolic. So, guys, can I please ask for your prayers tonight? That how this guy reacts and how I find out tomorrow is actually good news, and he doesn't go mental or, you know, call the agents and rant and roar at them, because I at that point I know I'll never be able to go back. I am viewing a house now. I've decided definitely I want out of Lisburn. It's probably a good thing that it happened, because I have no ties to Lisburn anymore. I used to work there, but I don't. And I have to get the train every day. I need to come back to Belfast. I need to be around my family. I need to be around my friends. I am absolutely 100% alone in Lisburn, and it is very lonely. Maybe it's a good thing in a way that this happened, because it made me realize where I am going to buy a house, and I need to be near a support network, not so far away. So I'm glad that I've realized that, and I'm looking forward to the day that I can leave Lisburn and never ever go back there again. So, yeah, in a way, maybe, you know, God, you know, works in mysterious ways and things happen for a reason. So, yeah, all I know is that it can never get as bad as those feelings that I was having at the weekend, last weekend, and how low I got. I even surprised myself how low I felt, and, you know, suffering with depression and anxiety. It just makes it 100 times worse, and no one understands that unless you suffer from it yourself. How, like, it's so annoying, like the tiniest thing, you know, that might not have annoyed someone else, what happened at the weekend, whereas literally it's killed me. So, you know, things like that, or, you know, just little things. But, you know, I've had to move from 3 houses because of a nightmare neighbor. And how is that not going to mentally affect you, you know? So when this has happened, it just is like someone has got it in for me here. Like, I am never going to get a break. So that's why I did fight it, because, you know what, I'm sick of this happening. I'm sick of being a hardworking single girl who, you know, is just trying to, you know, I'm kind to everyone. I know I'm a good person. I am quiet and considerate of my neighbors. You know, I can't, I will not take an excuse, stupid excuses that you're a young single guy. I'm a young single girl. When I say single, I'm not married, but I would never, even when I was like in my teens or early 20s, would ever dream of acting like that. I have too much respect for people. I have too much respect for people I live around, my neighbors, my friends, my co-workers, people I just see on the street. You know, I find myself, you know, I'll just smile at someone and then they'll smile back at me. You know, that's a good person. And I just don't like horrible things happening to good people. It's not fair. And I won't stand for it anymore. You know, that's why I did fight this week, and why, you know, I had to fight for that guy to get to be gone. And I'm proud of myself. I am proud of myself, and I'm proud that I was able to go to work every day. I'm proud that, you know, I I fought that decision to give him a second chance. He got his chance. You know, he got Friday night. We let him have Friday night, but he's not allowed to do that and put my life in danger with what happened on Saturday. So, yeah, you're working full time, you're in your late 20s, you are an adult, so grow up and take responsibility. So, I know I've done the right thing. So tomorrow, oh, I will come back to you guys tomorrow, and let you know how I reacted. If we hear, I don't know, but I'm sure it's not going to be good. But we'll see. And it's very annoying because I did get a purchase this week and I kind of opened it half-heartedly. My heart just wasn't in it. I brought it back to the apartment yesterday and I just thought that's for another day to show you that, because I wasn't even excited when I opened it and I should have been excited. So yeah, I can't show you anything or even talk about handbags or anything until all of this is sorted. So I just wanted to give you guys an update because I did say I'd come back in a few days and let you know. So yeah, guys, just keep me in your prayers tonight and just hope that his reaction is justified tomorrow. And you never know, he might leave early, he might just go, but I think I'm living in Disneyland thinking those thoughts, I can't see that happening, to be honest. I think he'll fight this, so, but we'll see. But I will keep you updated, of course, and yeah, can't really say too much more now until we know more. So, but thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it. I hope to get back to normal and do what my channel is all about. And hopefully this will just pass with time. So okay guys, love you very much and thank you for watching. Mwah. Love you guys, bye.